Hello and welcome, beautiful souls and fellow star seeds and seekers of truth, knowledge, wisdom, and love. I'm Adam, and I'm here to bring you all the new moon in Gemini in the 12th house, highlighting completions. So we're going to get into your mystic guidance, but first let's see what's going on a collective level with the new moon in Gemini. Here we go. So, the new moon in Gemini in the 12th house is a quiet but powerful invitation to let go, reflect, and reset. Once again, let go, reflect, and reset. While new moons typically mark fresh starts, this one feels more like a whisper to complete something that's already been in motion, an old story, a self-sabotaging belief, or even a mental loop that's finally run its course. Yes, let go. This is the let go house, the 12th house. So let go of those mental loops that you find yourself in. Let go of that self-sabotaging belief and let go of the old story. Create a new story. So, because the fact that Gemini is in the 12th house, it's dreamy, it's eternal, and Gemini's normally active mind turns inward, asking us to release overthinking in favor of stillness and subtle understanding. This is a moon for soul-level clarity, for dissolving the noise so your truth can softly surface. So spend some time alone. Really tune into that me time. Even just for a few minutes. 10 minutes. That's all it takes to tune into that me time. 10 minutes. Can you give yourself 10 minutes to spend time alone? To meditate and journal and take a long walk without any distractions? Listen for the insight that comes only in silence. And that song that just keeps playing in my mind, the sound of silence. It's just a wonderful song. So tune into that song, really. There's a message in there. I don't know what it is, but for the whole week I've been really singing that song, The Sound of Silence. And you know that, can you hear the sound of silence? So, tune into that. The sound of silence. That stillness. Tune into that. That subtle understanding. Tune into that. Let what's ending go with grace. It's already ending. There's no sense of reviving it. If it's ending, let it go with grace, with love. And don't rush to fill the space it leaves behind. So, on a worldly level, we may see behind the scenes revelations, shifts in the mental health awareness, or the quiet unraveling of outdated narratives in media, education, or communication. Sometimes the biggest beginnings are hidden inside the endings we choose to honor. Also, along with this new moon in Gemini, we have Mercury that enters Cancer, also in the 12th house. So our minds turn inward like a tide pulling back before a major wave of self-renewal. I'm just going to give you a little snippet here. You're going to read the post if you want to see what Mercury in Cancer is all about. So Mercury in Cancer is intuitive, reflective, and deeply personal. And because it is in the 12th house, it speaks in dreams, symbols, and quiet hunches. And Cancer being the nurturing mother, these dreams can create a nurturing realm, a nurturing world, a nurturing atmosphere. The dreams, the symbols, and the quiet hunches that you find yourself having. You may find yourself journaling more, revisiting old memories, or retreating from noise to hear your own inner voice more clearly. And this is about seeking after a new self. Not through performance, but through deep emotional honesty and release. It's that time you take to nurture your own needs, communicating what needs you have. All right, so that was just the astrology portion. And of course, we're going to get into it in just a moment. Aries to Pisces, including Ophiuchus, for your mystic guidance for this new moon in Gemini. But first, let's look at these cards. We have here the spirit message: clear and activate. Create the sacred space. If you don't feel like there is a sacred space, go and create your own sacred space. Your time away from everyone. Your time where you can sit and think and ponder and pray. Do whatever you gotta do. That is your time to communicate with Great Spirit, with Source, with Creator. Clear and activate. Create the sacred space. Allow for the quantum realm to enter you. The way in is the way out. So remember that. Also, we have Mouse Spirit. Mouse Spirit comes to us to say, tend to the small things. I don't know if any of you have ever read this. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. Don't take life so seriously. Remember, even the smallest things can have the most profound experiences. So tend to the small things as well. But don't be nitpicky about it. And then we have the Canary Spirit. Sing your own song. What's in your heart? Sing that song. What's in your mind? Sing that song. Sing it loud, sing it proud. Some of you might choose to sing it in the shower because the acoustics are like, whew, so good, right? So sing your own song. You don't have to be an imitator of Katy Perry or an imitator of, what's her name? Carrie Underwood or anyone else, You really don't have to try and be like someone else. Be your own self, your authentic self. Sing your song. The Canary Spirit comes to say, sing your own song. All right, now for the spiritual message for the collective. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. Every experience that you have is a time to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times. That is when you will grow most. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. It's your journey. It's your own personal journey. It's the road you chose to walk for those specific experiences that you do go through. Some of them may be so hard, heart-clenching experiences. But just remember, they make you grow stronger. All right, now let's get into it. Your mystic guidance with Aries. Aries the ram, the warrior, the pioneer. Aries the initiator. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Gemini. We have the moon, which is all about your emotional needs, Aries. So tune into those emotional needs. And then we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about seeking the meaning, the philosophy, the spirituality, your own personal beliefs. And then the third house, the natural house of Gemini, communication, correspondence, data collecting, you name it, it's all there. Even going to the gym, the grocery store. Aries, tune into your emotional needs as you seek the meaning in your short trips, in your correspondence with your siblings, your neighbors, you name it. What is the meaning behind the communication? Tune into that, Aries, for this new moon in Gemini. And now we move to Taurus. Taurus, the bold, the steadfast one. Taurus, the planner, the builder of character. All right, let's see. What mystic guidance is coming through for you, Taurus? Well, naturally, Taurus, it seems as though we have Uranus the awakener, the giver of the psychic gifts, the one that lets you see through visions the future. And then we have Taurus. Taurus is about building that character, about making and finding a way to earn your own living. And then the ninth house, the natural house of Sagittarius, that's the adventure house, the house of the long journeys, the spiritual trips and journeys, the beliefs, the philosophy, the higher education, the later education as well. So Taurus, I would say tune into how you want to plan your future. Don't make it so structured, make it more liberated and adventurous. For this new moon in Gemini, manifest an adventure that you would have an awakening experience from. Okay, now moving to Gemini. Well, Gemini, you can see there's a lot of things going on for you because there's the planets going for you. The sun just moved into Gemini on the 22nd, and here we are here for the 25th, the new moon in Gemini. So look at that, Gemini. A lot is opening up for you. Let's find out what your mystic guidance is. We have Uranus, the awakener, the liberator, and then we have Virgo. Virgo, analyzing those situations you find yourself in, using your intuition for your own health and healing, Gemini. And then the 11th house, the house of the friendship circles and the social groups, the house naturally of Aquarius, where you're going to find authenticity and working on your goals as well, Gemini. So take that time for the innovative ideas, analyze them, and tune in to the social groups, the we collective, humanity as a whole. What visions and goals do you have for humanity? Analyze the pros and cons and share them with others if you feel called to. All right, now let's go to Cancer. Cancer, the crab, the nurturing mother. Cancer, the one that goes towards its goals, but never straight on, side to side, like a crab coming out of the ocean on the shore of the beach, one side to another, just walking sideways. Cancer, the nurturing mother. Let's see what mystic guidance comes through for you. We have Mercury, which is about the way you're going to communicate. And then it's Libra. It's more of a balanced state with the way you communicate. So Libra's all about that balance, that equality. Also artistic flair and diplomacy. And then the first house, the natural house of Aries. So that's a house of being the self, like really finding out who you truly are during this time, Cancer. Communicating that balance that you need, that me time carved with your family. Finding that perfect balance within your own physical body. Like, do you feel rested or do you feel drained? So you might need to take some time alone, but don't take too much time alone because you might find yourself in self-isolation. So Cancer, tune in to nurturing yourself in a more balanced way before you think about nurturing others. And it's going to benefit you physically because this is about the self, the first house. So remember that. And now we move to Leo. Leo the lion, ever so playful. Leo the inspirational, charismatic leader. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Gemini, Leo. Alrighty, so we have Uranus. It looks like Uranus is doing a lot for a lot of signs this moment. Uranus, the awakener, the liberator, the innovative thinker, the non-traditional one. And then we have Capricorn. Capricorn, the structured, disciplined, ambitious, really focusing on that non-traditional structure. I mean, does it make sense? It doesn't have to. Non-traditional structure and being creative about it, using your imagination during this time, Leo, because the 5th house is your natural house. It's where you shine. Let that spotlight shine, have that fun, make others laugh. Hey, make yourself laugh. It's okay. Find innovative ways to do it and a more structured, disciplined way of exercising your creativity and your imagination and taking time out for that leisurely activity. Even time out for romance, Leo. You create your own reality, so it's up to you to find that time, to fine-tune it to all the things that bring you joy and have fun doing it. Use your imagination. All right, now we move to Virgo. Virgo, the maiden, the analyzer, the critical thinker. Virgo, the intuitive nurse. Keyword, intuitive. So use your intuition, Virgo. Your intuition is so strong. All right, so now we have for you, your mystic guidance, Virgo, we have Neptune. Neptune's all about the dreaming. Neptune is also about finding completions. Could be even creating a new self. Neptune is dreams, visions, compassion. And then we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about adventure and finding meaning. And then we also have the 9th house, which is the natural house of Sagittarius. So for you, Virgo, it's time to go on those trips and those spiritual journeys to find the meaning of life in your own dreams too. Analyze your dreams, Virgo. Whatever dreams you've been having, you have that power to analyze those dreams. And if you don't feel like you do have that power, then go ahead and ask someone that you know can assist you with analyzing your dreams in this moment when you take those trips and those spiritual journeys. When you're going on this quest in life right now, Virgo. And it's really interesting too, because Kat and I were just talking about how there are so many Virgos that are coming into our life right now. And it's just the weirdest thing, because Kat's North Node, her soul path is Virgo. Even though she's Gemini, her soul path is Virgo. So the analyzing and the critical thinking with non-judgment will get you there. And use your intuition. Your intuition is very strong, Virgo. So remember that, especially during this new moon in Gemini, because Virgo, you and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury, and Mercury's all about the communication, the data collecting, the analyzing, the critical thinking, thinking outside the box. Mercury is the fastest planet, goes around the sun 88 days. So really, tune into all of that, Virgo, during this new moon. And now we move to Libra. Libra, the scales of justice, the diplomat, the artist. Libra, the balancer, the harmonizer. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Gemini. We have here Jupiter. Jupiter is all about expansion. Could be expansion on a spiritual level, physical level, expansion on an emotional level. You name it. Jupiter's about that expansion. And then we have Virgo. So expansion and growth through the analyzing, the critical thinking, through the intuition. And it's with the self, with your physical body, Libra. Tune into your body. What is your body telling you during this moment? Let your body be the compass that it needs to be, Libra. And you will find more growth in that. Listening to your own body. All right, now let's move to Scorpio. Scorpio, the scorpion, the deeply emotional to the point of investigation. Scorpio, let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Gemini. We have Mars. Mars is all about action, but not only that, investigate whether your actions are causing an issue or not. Investigate on whether other people's actions are causing an emotional drain or an emotional gain. It's up to you, Scorpio, to investigate that. Maybe your dreams could be telling you, maybe your intuition, maybe the more you become more compassionate and empathic, you will find your trips and your spiritual journeys will change on a totally different level, especially when you learn to do things with non-judgment. You can investigate the situations and see them as they are. Situations, experiences, not good, not bad, just experiences, and learn the true meaning of all these experiences. For example, the story of the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady wins the race. So remember that, Scorpio, especially during this time, this new moon in Gemini. Now let's move to Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, the keeper of the esoteric wisdom. Ophiuchus, the wise one. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Gemini. We have Mars. So Mars is all about taking that action, that will, that determination. And then we have Leo. Leo, the inspirational one, the charismatic one. Leo, the one that allows for others to have fun. That laughter. When we laugh, Ophiuchus, remember, laughter allows us to elevate our frequency because you're lighthearted when you laughter. When you laugh. Yeah, you're lighthearted when you laugh. And then we have here the fifth house, the house of imagination, creativity, romance, leisurely activity, even getting in touch with your own inner child during this time, Ophiuchus. Use your imagination. You want to manifest the things you want to manifest? Draw that star. Put in those things that you want to manifest, because this is the time, the new moon, everyone out there, every new moon, you can manifest to the full moon. You can even talk to people that have already had that happen, because people have been coming to me lately and saying, this new moon manifestation, it works. It is the ultimate magic to put it in the 5 elements, your spirit. What do you really want to manifest spiritually? And then earth as well. What do you want to manifest physically on this earth plane? And then even your thoughts, like you change your thoughts, you change your life, you change your world. The reality shifts. Your thoughts alone can create a totally different reality. So manifest your thoughts. Manifest that fire, that desire, that passion. And you have Mars too. Right? This is for everyone, not just Ophiuchus, but Ophiuchus is the keeper of the esoteric wisdom, right? So, what is it that you desire? What do you want to manifest deep down to your very core? What do you desire? And then emotions, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to manifest? For example, me, every time we get this new moon, I want to manifest heart-opening experiences. I want my heart to be open. That's why I want to glow in love. This mystic guidance is allowing us all to glow in love. That's our channel. That is this channel. If you're being called to this channel, you're learning how to glow in love. Let us all learn to glow in love. All right. Also, that's the emotional thing right there. So we got it covered, right? Spirit, earth, air, fire, water. It's all there. That's the 5 elements. Ophiuchus, you consist of the 5 elements. You are ether. So remember that. And now we move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the centaur, half man, half horse. Sagittarius, the adventurer, the optimistic one. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you. For this new moon in Gemini, Sagittarius, we have Venus. Tune in to what you truly love and value during this time, Sagittarius. And it's in a nurturing thing for you, Sagittarius, because we have Cancer, the nurturing mother. Sagittarius, really tune in to what you truly love and value. What did you love to do as a child, Sagittarius? And are you doing that now? Are you allowing for the inner harmony and the inner peace by doing what nurtures you? And this is also within the sixth house, the house of Virgo. It's that house of serving yourself and serving others. So Sagittarius, what is it that you love and value when it comes to being a nurturing mother, serving yourself and serving others? Cook up that awesome, delicious meal, share it with others, go ahead and do something like that. Or tell someone about the adventure you had or the dream you had that could inspire other people. Whatever it is. It's something about making your contribution, Sagittarius. What is it that you truly love and value that nurtures your own soul? And you could share it with others. Be of service to others and share that same thing, Sagittarius. So remember that. This new moon in Gemini, what do you want to manifest that's going to inspire others as it has inspired you? All right, now moving to Capricorn. Capricorn, the GOAT. Capricorn, the disciplined, structured, ambitious one. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Gemini. We have the Sun. And then we have Aquarius. And then we have the fourth house. And of course, I didn't say anything yet to Capricorn because, you know, that structure, that discipline, that ambition. I bet you're ambitious right now. The Sun is the personality. It's your instinct to shine, Capricorn. How do you want to shine for others? And it better not be a brooding way. You got to change your mindset, Capricorn. And then we have Aquarius. Aquarius right there, hanging out. You know, both you and Aquarius ruled by Saturn. It's about that structure. It's about that discipline. But it's not so traditional. So don't think of it in a more traditional way. Think of it in a more of a liberating way for you, Capricorn. How do you want to shine towards others that's going to liberate them? And especially when it comes to the fourth house. The fourth house is the home and the family life, Capricorn. How do you want to shine towards others in a more non-traditional way to awaken them? Your soul family, your physical family, as you're traveling, as you're shifting through this reality, Capricorn, how do you want to shine towards others? Remember that, especially during this new moon in Gemini. And now we move to Aquarius. Aquarius, the water bearer, the psychologist of the zodiac. Aquarius, the psychic scientist. Embrace that shit, Aquarius. You're eccentric and it's totally fine. You're zany and that's even better. Aquarius, remember, you are the psychic scientist. You don't have to have it all figured out. And it doesn't matter anyways because more and more people will come to you, the psychologist of the zodiac. Aquarius, we have here your mystic guidance for this month of June. Mercury is where you're going to communicate. What is the message that you want to convey? And it's in Aquarius with your own authentic self. And guess what? It's in the 11th house, which is your natural house, Aquarius. So you're gonna feel like Mercury is there to give you that push, to allow for you to say what's on your mind, what you're truly thinking, how you're truly feeling, and it's going to allow for you to focus, get a stronger focus on your goals, also communication within your social groups and your friendship circles, and it's going to allow for you to work on those long-term goals as well. That communication, that data collecting that's going to be going on for you during this new moon in Gemini, Aquarius. Now let's move on to Pisces. Pisces, the fish, the two fish, the one that swims towards spirituality and the other that swims toward the material world. Pisces, the intuitive, compassionate, empathic. Pisces, the dreamer. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you for this new moon in Gemini. We have the North Node. The North Node, Pisces, is such a strong focus, such a strong desire. It's a soul path. And it seems to be in a nurturing soul path because Cancer follows right there. Cancer, the nurturing mother. Tune into how you desire to nurture yourself and nurture others when it comes to the 8th house, the house of bold Scorpio and Ophiuchus. How do you want to envision nurturing yourself and others as they're going through these transformative experiences, these death and rebirth cycles, these debt, this inheritance, all of it during this time, Pisces? How do you desire to do that for yourself and others, for this transformative times that you're going through during this new moon in Gemini? Tune into that, Pisces. Tune into the way you want to nurture yourself and others with the transformative experiences that you've been going through. Maybe there's been a loss, and you're going through these transformative experiences, and the others around you are also going through these transformative experiences. This loss has been a gain if you look at the long term, because it's allowing you to transform. It's allowing you to come out of the cocoon state. Remember, a butterfly has to struggle in order to develop its wings. In order to have those beautiful, flashy wings, you must struggle to come out of your cocoon. If you're ready to come out of your cocoon, then go ahead and flap those beautiful wings and fly. Fly right on out of that cocoon. So remember that, Pisces. These transformative experiences, exercise that compassion, that empathy towards others and toward yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. All right, now, for all of you out there, you made it to the very end. How amazing that is. I just want to express my gratitude for all of you out there being able to listen to your mystic guidance that's going to allow you to glow in love. So remember, all of you out there, go ahead and subscribe if you've never been here before to get more and more of this content, because it's not just astrology. It's not just Akashic records. It could be numerology. It could be animal spirit messages. It could be anything, because it's your mystic guidance. And if you like this, go ahead and hit that like button so more and more people that have that same mindset as you can hear this message, can hear their own messages each and every time that I share with you and Kat shares with you your mystic guidance. Also, if this resonated with you at all, go ahead and comment down below. And I want you to comment what you've been going through and how your life is starting to shift because you're awakening to a higher consciousness, a higher vibration. So if you made it to the end, that's the comment that I want to see. Thank you all for being here once again, and remember, keep glowing in love. Until next time.